Hi, this is Zero, and this is Naruto, King Leonidas. Naruto will be the reincarnation of Leonidas after the end of the Battle of 300, and so everything will go to the same with Naruto until he's 3. No, scratch that. Until he's 4. While Naruto is sleeping, Naruto has a dream of being born, being aware of everything like Leonidas until Leonardo kills the wolf. After the training Leonidas did, learning how to fight, and so on and so forth. Naruto wakes up in a cold sweat. He looks at the clock and it's 4 a.m. Naruto sits there for a while, 5 minutes. He connects the door that I was this person and now I'm his reincarnation. Naruto's intelligence has gotten up thanks to the vision, and Naruto's personality will change. Naruto will get up, sneak out of his room, directly to the place where their books are at the orphanage that they never let him read. Naruto will read the books for an hour, then he will sneak into his room and go to sleep. He will think of what he has learned. In this world, there are ninjas because he can see from his memories that in the world where he was, there was no such thing as chakra and stuff. So, ninjas, they have chakra. Chakra is the combination of mental and physical energy. Ninjas use kunais and stuff. There were a few great ninjas, the god of shinobi Hashirama Senju and his rival Madara Uchiha and Tobirama Senju and Hiruzen Saratobi. And the fourth, the Yellow Flash. Naruto, while he's lying on the bed, thinks, I must grow stronger. I must gain power. I must become more stronger. From that day on, at that day, while he's outside after eating, few orphanage kids come to bully him like they always do, but this time when they try to bully him, punch Naruto, Naruto fights back. They fight for 5 to 10 minutes while few of them are on the ground and Naruto is being also beaten and bruised, but he won in the end because he knew how to fight, and thanks to him being a half Uzumaki, he has a minor level of super strength that he himself doesn't know yet. And so Naruto will get trouble with the orphanage, but he would say, I was only defending myself. They will say, shut up, demon. The nurse at the orphanage will try to hit Naruto. Naruto would dodge it. And the nun would be insanely pissed, so she will say, go to your room, you demon. And so Naruto will go to his room and starts to train. Do push-ups, sit-ups, squats, crunches, hitting his hands on the wood, trying to increase his pain tolerance. It will go on for a year. Every time bullies try to bully him, Naruto will beat the shit out of them. That basically gave the villagers more reason to hate him, because this time Demon starts fighting back. And so, at the age of 5, Naruto gets kicked out of the orphanage. He gets his own apartment. When Naruto gets his own apartment, he lives in the apartment. The money he gets, Naruto pays the rent and saves it. Sometimes he go to eat ramen. Ramen is still his favorite food. Most of the time he goes to the forest to hunt for animals, fish for more different kind of food to put more protein into his body so he can grow big and strong. Naruto does near about more physical training for 5 months more after he turns 5, because at 5 he got kicked out of the orphanage. So after that, Naruto encounters Hinata being bullied. He saves her, beat the shit out of the bullies, saves Hinata, introduces himself that I am Naruto Uzumaki. The girl would say I'm Hinata Hyuga in pretty shy voice. Naruto will think she's weak. Then her servant will come take her away. Naruto will that night Naruto will sneak into the library to read about chakra. What is chakra itself? To gain more in-depth knowledge upon it, he will read. He will read about the wall walking and water walking exercise to improve your chakra control, and how you can use chakra to increase your power. More chakra you have, more power you have. Naruto would nod, and he will see a corner of his eyes a scroll of Uzumaki. Naruto will read upon Uzumakis that how they have much more chakra than normal shinobi, and so they have a stronger body, they have much higher healing factor. Naruto would think, so I must be a half Uzumaki, because according to this, Uzumakis have red hair. And so that's why he healed so fast, because Naruto can see every time he gets hurt, he heals much faster than other kids. And his healing has only gotten stronger throughout the years of his physical training. So Naruto would think, more stronger my physical body is, the more faster the healing will be then. Then Naruto would leave the library, sneaking out, goes home, sleeps. The next day, he goes to the forest, hunts, and start doing the chakra control exercise, the wall walking one. No one was there. Naruto usually hunts and trains deep within the forest where no one else goes. It was kind of the same place where Naruto took the scroll of sealing in the original. So Naruto tries it. It took him 2 days to master wall walking exercise, to do it properly. Naruto does wall walking exercise for about 4 more days, using an entire week to train his wall walking exercise. It improved his chakra control much well, and he was still doing his physical training. Then he will use another week to learn water walking, master water walking in a week or so, or 2 weeks. Let's just say water walking is a little bit harder than wall walking or tree walking exercise, so Naruto does that. Naruto gets the hang of what chakra is, what chakra does. Naruto starts jumping tree to tree using the tree walking exercise principle, wall walking technique. Naruto does that for another week, mastering his capability to put chakra into his feet almost instantaneously. It is the same with water walking. And so a month has passed. Naruto used a month to practice, only focusing on his chakra control, not doing anything else except for his physical training. And so Hiruzen knows that Naruto trains physically, but Hiruzen doesn't know that he also learned chakra control yet. After the 6 month has passed, Naruto training, when Hiruzen comes to give him his monthly allowance, Naruto says, "Old man, give me some kunais or shuriken. I wanna train with them. I wanna be strong." Hiruzen would smirk and think, this kid, he does physical training, so maybe I can give him some. Hiruzen will give Naruto a few of his own kunai and shuriken that he carries around all the time. Not too much, 2 kunais and 3 shurikens. Naruto says, "Thank you, old man." Hiruzen would nod and leave. Naruto still calls Hiruzen old man. And so, for another month has passed. Naruto has only done mainly focused on shuriken training and kunai training. He knows how to fight with kunai properly because he has put mm, the training he had with spears, short sword, and shield to a good use and made his own way of fighting with a kunai. And his capability to throw shurikens, he's mastered throwing shurikens and kunais in a month. And so, hmm, uh, while Naruto turns 7, Hiruzen comes and says, Naruto, how would you do you wanna join the Ninja Academy? I can sign you up for it. Naruto would say, of course I wanna. Hiruzen would smile, and then Hiruzen would give him his monthly allowance and leave. Hiruzen only comes whenever he wants to give Naruto his monthly allowance, and Hiruzen does that personally. He doesn't send an ombu or anything. And so, while Naruto goes to the academy after turning 7, Naruto is the tallest and the strongest in the academy. He looks like it because he has muscle on his body. So much muscle. And Naruto is placed second and third in the written test because he's also smart. He's not just strong, he's smart as well. At Shuriken test or training, whenever Ruka does, Naruto plays first. His Shuriken Jutsu is even stronger than Sasuke, and Sasuke kind of gets jealous of Naruto a little. So he tried asking Itachi to train him in Shuriken Jutsu. Itachi just does the same thing, forehead click and leaves. And so Naruto and Sasuke does their first battle. When they make the peace sign, Sasuke says, I'm gonna show you that I'm also strong. Sasuke would run towards Naruto, but Naruto would easily dodge, punch Sasuke in the jaw, then in the stomach, then in the jaw again, knocking Sasuke out. Several of the fangirl would say, you cheated, Naruto, you cheated. Naruto won't even look at them. And so, and Sakura would fight like always. Hinata fights a photo ninja and she wins. She's still shy, but she's also strong. And then Naruto and Sasuke will have their rivalry where Sasuke tries to catch up to Naruto, but he can't seem to. Sasuke has to do physical training, train more, as much he can train, he will train to beat Naruto, but he can't. Then Uchiha massacre happens, Sasuke changes to his emo personality, and he still tries to beat Naruto. He thinks if he can't even beat Naruto, how can he beat Sasuke? But he can't seem to beat Naruto because Naruto knows chakra control and everything, and he does physical training even more. In the past 3 years, Naruto has started wearing weights to build up more strength. He has mastered the transformation jutsu to much higher point in which he can change into anyone almost instantaneously after analyzing them. So he goes and buys weights and Naruto wears them. Every year Naruto increases the amount of weight he has on his body. And now, currently, Naruto has as much weights as Lee on him. And he's faster than Lee with weights. A little bit faster, just a teeny tiny bit, because thanks to his experience. And in the 3 years, Naruto has gained full memories and visions of the king of Sparta, Leonidas. So yeah, he's quite strong. When I say Naruto has gained full knowledge of Leonidas, I meant it full. I mean every part of it. And so Naruto has increased his training's brutality even further. Naruto can do clone jutsu. It's hard, but he can do it. He can't make one or two clones, he can only make five clones at a time. Lowest of low. So he practices chakra control even further in the 3 years. Now Naruto has a greater chakra control than Sakura, almost hitting a Hyuga level chakra control. And so, uh, in the 3 years, at the end of the 3 years, this time Sakura and Ino doesn't fight. Sakura and Hinata fight. Sakura tries to downplay Hinata that you're gonna lose, but don't mind it. And so, because she's still shy, so yeah, when they fight, Hinata loses badly. I mean, badly, badly. And so, Hinata wins. Sakura is so shocked, like she lost, but that doesn't hit her as hard as it should have. And so, Naruto graduates at the like everyone else, but he still gets stopped by Mizuki. Mizuki still tells him to steal the scroll of sealing. Naruto says, "Of course, why not, Sensei?" Naruto knows it's a trap, but he thinks it's good to learn more stronger jutsus. So Naruto will go steal the scroll of sealing easily because he has chakra control, so he can suppress his chakra a little. He has more chakra than in the original he had at that age, much more thanks to his stronger body. Because Mizuki still picked Naruto because Mizuki thinks I can beat him easily. So what if he can beat a Genin and Uchiha, but still he won't win against me? And Sasuke did unlock his Sharingan, and he already can use his one Tomoe Sharingan in both of his eyes. And so, Naruto will steal the scroll of sealing. But thanks to him having greater chakra control, Naruto will learn the Shadow Clone much faster, giving him more time. The time he will use to write down few jutsus, few fire style, water style, the same water style that the second Hokage did, collecting water from around you, moisture, and few wood style techniques. Naruto doesn't know that he had wood style or not, so he just writes it down. And he writes down that something he likes. It's called Flying Raijin and Rasengan. Naruto writes it down and puts the small scroll and on his body and hides it properly. And then Mizuki comes, does first Uruka comes, does the usual stuff. Mizuki Sensei told me to steal it because it was the second part of the test. Uruka would be shocked, and then Uruka would get hit, and then Mizuki would throw the demon wind shuriken, but this time Naruto would dodge easily. Then Naruto will create shadow clones, about hundreds of them, all of them putting chakra in their fists and rushing towards Mizuki with full power, putting chakra into their fists and punching Mizuki, three of them at the same time, throwing him upwards. The other kicked him with chakra downwards. Then few of them will punch, kick, and doing that they will kill Mizuki. Mizuki will die because the punches upwards alone broke his ribs, cracked them pretty badly, and when the clones hit him from upwards to throw him downwards, his spine also got hurt, and the cracked ribs broke and hit him in his lungs, and one of them hit him in his heart, killing Mizuki. And so Uruka would be shocked, and then Uruka would say, "Okay, Naruto, I'll take the scroll to the Hokage. You go to your home." Naruto would nod and leave. Oroka is still shocked that Naruto was able to create so many shadow clones. And so when Naruto goes home, he says, I'm hungry. So Naruto says, why don't I use that? Naruto creates two shadow clones to cook him dinner while he takes a shower. While Naruto comes back, he disperses the clones. He is shocked because he got the information how they cook it. Naruto says, if this jutsu can grant me information, that means Naruto gets a smirk on his face. I can increase my training. And so the next day, Naruto still does his physical training. Naruto has just increased his weights a little bit more. And so Naruto goes there, and Sasuke is a lot more muscular in this one because he wants to compete with Naruto. Naruto has more muscle, so Sasuke thinks more muscle means more power. So yeah, Sasuke takes more time to create muscle because he does not have the regeneration that Naruto has. But he's a lot more stronger than he was in the original. He already has his One Tomoe Sharingan mastered. He can use it easily now because his will to surpass Naruto, that will never happen. He's kind of like Vegeta. And so all the senses comes, takes it. Well, Hinata sensei comes. Hinata looks towards Naruto, and Naruto looks towards Hinata, and they part ways. Kuranai sees this. Maybe both of them like each other or something. She will just leave it at that for now because she doesn't know anything about them yet. And so Naruto waits for about an hour. Naruto just says, whatever. Naruto gets up, goes towards the door, put ninja wire around the door, make it a tripwire that will come out while the door is fully opened. Then he sits back. But before sitting back, he also opens the door a little and puts a duster on it, so whoever comes, he will focus on the duster than the ninja wire that will be down there. Sasuke kind of smirks to himself. Sasuke thinks, let's see if it works. Sakura just says, what are you doing, Naruto? Naruto just ignores her completely because she's weak in his eyes. She doesn't do anything to change that fact. And Hinata also has much more muscle in this because she also trains, because she saw Naruto train, how Naruto trains. So she wants to be like Naruto because she wants to be with Naruto. So yeah. When Kakashi comes, he sees the duster. He doesn't think that it will be a distraction or something because they are just Genins. Kakashi goes in, the duster falls. But surprising to even Kakashi and Sasuke, the duster falls much faster because Naruto placed a weight upon the duster. It hits Kakashi, and then suddenly Kakashi trips into the ninja wire. He thinks, ninja wire? I didn't even see it. It was hidden. Then while he's falling, Kakashi looks at the side and he sees it. It was rigged to appear when the door is fully opened. And so Kakashi falls down and duster falls upon it. Kakashi again. And so Naruto just smirks to himself, so does Sasuke a little. Sakura just tells on them that Naruto was the one who did it. Naruto doesn't even pay her any mind. And so Kakashi said, meet me on the roof. Naruto and Sasuke starts to walk off. Then as soon as Naruto gets close to the door, Naruto puts chakra into his feet and rushes off. Sasuke, seeing this, also does the same. He can't put chakra into his feet yet, but he rushes off with all of his might. They left Sakura behind. Sakura says, oh wait, Sasuke-kun. But as soon as Sakura goes through the door, both of them are gone. Naruto was the first, Sasuke was the second. Sakura came huffing and puffing. She says, Sasuke-kun, you left me behind. Naruto and Sasuke ignores her, including Kakashi. Kakashi can see how Sakura's personality is and how those two's personality is. So yeah, Kakashi tells them to introduce themselves. Sakura was the same. Sasuke says, I want to kill a certain someone and I want to beat a certain someone. And Naruto says, I want to be a king. Kakashi like, what do you mean? Like a Hokage, but more powerful, has more authority over everything. In short form, not taking a fuzz over other clan leaders or the council members. Kashi would nod. Would think, huh, weird. And so he will tell them to not eat and come over there. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would nod. Kakashi would leave. Naruto will get up to leave. All of them would leave. Naruto will eat a little bit of food, take a bite for Sasuke and Sakura. When he gets there, he offers them to it. Sakura declines it. Naruto gives one to Sasuke and eats the other one. When Sasuke eats the one, Sakura says, Sasuke, if you're eating, Naruto eats the one that he brought Sakura. So, like, why did you do that, Naruto? Naruto says simply, I offered, you declined. I won't be wasting my time upon you at all. Sakura gets angry, but she knows she can't do anything because he can literally beat the shit out of Sasuke, so what is she? And so Kakashi comes after 2 hours while Naruto was just meditating, trying to focus to sense sense things like where Kakashi is, because Naruto read a book about how sensory ninjas are, and he also read that Uzumakis are good at sensing. Naruto is good at sensory, but he has to focus a little. Just a little, not too much. And his range is not as wide as Karin's is in canon. And so Naruto opens his eyes and says, here he comes. And then Kakashi comes. Sasuke thinks, is he a sensor? Sakura just says, oh, how did you know that, Naruto? Naruto just ignored her question and herself. Kakashi would tell them what the belt has. Sakura would still say there's only two, or there are 2 belts. Kakashi would say only 2 of you will be passing. Naruto and Sasuke had a smirk on their faces because both of them knew that both of them would pass. She's useless. And so when they get started, Naruto hides back. Naruto goes towards Sasuke and damn it, tells Sasuke his plan that you go and then I go. I use my new jutsu to distract him while you use your fireball to distract him and hit him, and both of us will take the belt. Sasuke would nod because Sasuke knows that Naruto has extremely good mind on making strategies and he's good of a leader as well. Because in the 3 years, Sasuke doesn't have hatred for Naruto. He wants to be like Naruto. He wants to surpass Naruto. He's like Vegeta, as I said before. He doesn't have all the hatred like I will kill you, Naruto. Not that kind of stuff. He's just a carbon copy of Vegeta and Goku's rivalry. But in this one, just Goku is more smarter, more stronger, and so. While Naruto, then Kakashi sees Sasuke and Naruto coming, but then Kakashi beats the shit out of them. Then both of them disperse. Kakashi says shadow clones. Then suddenly 2 more Naruto shadow clones come, not Sasuke shadow clones, just Naruto shadow clones. They don't use transformation jutsus. They runs toward Kakashi with all their strength and adding even chakra into their feet, increasing their speed even further. And Naruto punches while adding chakra into it. Kakashi tries to stop it, but he can't. He can see the fist is stronger. He thinks, is he using chakra to increase his strength? Kakashi deflects the punches, then the original comes running towards Kakashi, while after Kakashi dispersed both of his clones. While the original is more faster than Kakashi's clone that Kakashi fought. The original Naruto punches Kakashi. Kakashi deflects it. Naruto's fist hits the ground and creates a crater, shocking Sakura, Kakashi, and Sasuke. Because Sasuke didn't knew Naruto was this strong. He knew he was strong, but damn. And so Naruto tries to fight Kakashi, but Kakashi is easily dodging and fighting him. Then Sasuke uses Fireball. Uh, Kakashi dodges, but then he gets hit with Naruto's leg, chakra enhanced leg. He gets flown back. Then Naruto said this is not gonna work. Then Naruto goes towards his legs and removes weights, and then his hands. Then he removes his jacket that he was wearing, a vest type of. And Sasuke says, "You wear weights?" Naruto says, "Of course I do. Why do you think I'm this strong?" Sasuke would make a mental note: go buy weights and wear them. And so Naruto would rush towards Kakashi with blinding speeds. And so, with blinding speeds that Kakashi didn't expect a Genin to have. He was a speed similar to Rock Lee. Well, he removed his weights, but a little bit more fast. Just a little bit, teeny tiny bit, but the teeny tiny bit makes a lot of difference. But then Naruto starts putting chakra into his feet, increasing his speed even further. Then his punches Kakashi, chakra enhanced Kakashi's stomach. It just Kakashi loses all the air in his lungs instantaneously and falls towards his knees. And Naruto says, "Sasuke!" And Naruto gets at the side, dodges, while a fireball comes and hits directly Kakashi. But before that, Kakashi used the. What was it called? I completely forgot. I had it in my mind. Damn it. The in which the user despairs and a wooden block or log appears. What was it called? I have no idea. Just leave it at that. A transformation now. I forgot. You know which one. Where the wooden log appears, and so Sasuke's fireball incinerates the wooden block, and Kakashi's on the tree, holding his stomach because that hurted Kakashi a lot. Kakashi maybe it cracked a rib or two. Only a small crack, not a big one. Kakashi thinks, damn, that one, he's fast. Not just fast, but his strength also. He uses chakra to increase his punches. It hurts like hell. Because Naruto naturally has superhuman strength, with adding, he's not as good as, not even as good as Sarada at making his punches as strong, but his raw physical strength and a minor little bit of chakra enhancement comes in handy. And so Naruto looks at Sasuke and points towards the tree. Sasuke nods and fires a fireball towards the tree. Kakashi gets out of the tree, and now Kakashi, Sasuke, and Naruto are there. Naruto and Sasuke are looking towards Kakashi. Naruto runs towards Kakashi at blinding speeds, while Sasuke throws shuriken towards Kakashi. Kakashi dodges the shurikens, but then he has to dodge Naruto's fist that was coming. But as soon as Kakashi dodges the fist, a leg comes upwards with chakra enhanced it, and it hits Kakashi. Kakashi gets flew up. Then a fireball comes from Kakashi's behind, on his backside, and it hits Kakashi. Kakashi didn't have enough time or enough concentration to do the jutsu again, in which the log appears, which one I can't remember the bloody name of it right now. And so and then Kakashi gets up and says, "Damn you." Then Kakashi lifts up his headband to show a Sharingan, but then Naruto says, "We won." Kakashi and Sasuke are shocked and look towards Naruto like, "What do you mean?" And Naruto puts his hands up and it shows two bells. Naruto throws one towards Sasuke and says, "We won." Sakura's jaw is on the floor because she never saw something like this. Two Genins overpowering a Jonin. Then Sasuke asked a little bit calmer way than the original, "How did you have the Sharingan?" Kakashi tells him how his best friend was in Uchiha. He died, and the same day I lost my eye, so he gave me his Sharingan as a gift. Sasuke would nod and leave it at that. Naruto would think, maybe I can get a Sharingan. Maybe how strong I will be. Sasuke and Kakashi look at Naruto. Kakashi says, Sasuke says, "I don't want to die yet." Kakashi says, "I don't want to lose a student yet." Naruto says, "No, no, no. I didn't mean like that way. I mean, if someone else has a Sharingan and they died and I might take them." Kakashi and Sasuke just sigh. Damn it. Then Kakashi kind of tells them, "Why didn't you include her?" And then Sakura would come out. Naruto would say, "Because she did not have anything to contribute towards the cause." Kakashi like, "Cause Naruto means yeah, the team. I understand that it's a team exercise, but telling her to do something will only get us killed." Sasuke would nod. She will say, "What do you mean, Naruto? I was at the top of the academy." Naruto would say, "At the written, at the top physically was Hinata Hyuga. You lost to her." Sasuke looked towards Naruto because Sasuke knows Naruto kind of likes Hinata a little, not as much because she has gotten a little bit stronger, and Naruto only has attraction towards strong women, and so Kakashi just sighs, tells them about who abandons their friend are scum, who breaks the rules are scum, but who abandons their friends are even scum, and so forth and so forth. You know the line of Kakashi Hatake, previous line of Obito Uchiha, now known as Toby. Oh crap, I wasn't supposed to. Whatever, everyone has already seen Naruto. And so, Naruto goes home. He takes out the scroll that he took and he learns about Rasengan and how to do it. That day before coming, Naruto asks Sasuke, "How do you use a fireball?" Sasuke gave him a vague explanation that you do this and this, put chakra into your throat. Naruto would just nod and leave. And so, Naruto doesn't know about chakra paper yet because he didn't read about them. That you can actually see your chakra natures and so forth and so forth. Naruto will go home, train, do physical training. He um, wear his weights again after the training was over and they were announced Team 7. Naruto goes home, takes out the scroll. He already bought the balloons required to do the Rasengan, and Naruto starts practice, creates shadow clones, 100 shadow clones at the same place where he goes to train in the middle of the forest, and they start trying to practice Rasengan. Entire day passes while Naruto does physical training. The clones despairs and Naruto gains the knowledge. The clones were able to pop the balloon with both of their hands, not with their one yet. Naruto will nod and leave. The next day they will meet, do their D-rank mission. Naruto will go home. Sasuke will go home. Sasuke will run home because he didn't want Sakura to follow her. Sakura is left alone. She just goes towards Ine to talk. Sasuke has started wearing weights and starts training even harder. And so, in month, Naruto has mastered the Rasengan. He was able, because 200 times more faster experience allowed him to master the Rasengan. He first mastered the Rasengan before chakra natures because he can see that you need hand signs to do chakra natures, but you don't need hand signs to do the Rasengan. And so, thanks to his high amount of chakra control, it was much more easier and the higher experience he was getting. And so Naruto has mastered, I mean, he can use Rasengan with one hand, not the bigger Rasengan. He doesn't know about it yet. Neither he has think of it. He can just do the small one, and he can create 20 or 30 of them at a day without winding himself at all or getting half of his chakra pool. Or let's just say he can create more than about hundreds of them at a day, one day, without getting his chakra on half level, because Naruto has more chakra than the original. In the month, Naruto has mastered the Rasengan and he has been trying to use the Fireball. And he is kind of successful, kind of not. He can throw Fireball as a little bit shorter than Sasuke. And after the month, now says Sasuke, come on, come with me. Sasuke would come. Sasuke, use your Fireball. Sasuke would, Naruto would try using Fireball. It would be smaller than Sasuke. Naruto would like, yes, I was able to. Whoa, you're smaller than mine. But Naruto says, yeah, because I just learned it 2 days ago. Sasuke would be shocked. I mean, it only took him 2 days to learn it, to get it that big. Sasuke would think, damn, I should increase my training even further. And so, everyone still hates Naruto, but no one tries to fight him or physically assault him because Naruto has a tendency of fighting back and he's brutal at it. I mean, brutal. And so, this will be the end of this video. The next video will be coming exactly after 7 or 6 hours. I was unable to post the video 7 hours before it. I was planning to post it, but I kind of lost the audio file, so I have to remake it. So see ya. Like and subscribe.